In 1980, 20-year-old Cindy Anderson was plagued by several bizarre and frightening dreams in which she was abducted from her home and murdered by a stranger. She told her mother about them, but she did not take them seriously. Cynthia was raised in a very religious household filled with prayer meetings and Sunday worship. She was an avid swimmer who was described by her father as a quiet and obedient kind of girl who never made waves yet had lots of friends. Cynthia worked as a legal secretary in Toledo, Ohio, but was preparing to quit to attend Bible college, the same one her boyfriend attended. On the building across from Cynthia's work, where Cynthia could see it from a window near her desk, someone had spray-painted the words, "I love you Cindy," in large letters with smaller, by GW, in the corner. During the summer of 1981, Cynthia was being harassed by a number of anonymous phone calls with disturbing messages. The nightmares of being attacked increased. Her employer installed an emergency buzzer at her desk and she kept her office doors locked at all times. Unfortunately, these precautions would not be enough. A client recalls that he came into the office to pay a legal balance. As he was paying, a call came in. Cindy answered and immediately hung up. The look on her face was the face of horror. The phone rang again, she answered and quickly hung up. The client asked her if everything was okay. She replied that she was fine. The client says from the look on her face, someone scared the hell out of her. Cindy went to work as usual around 8:30 a.m. She was usually alone in the office during the morning hours. Witnesses note that she was seen around 9:45 a.m. Around noon, the lawyers who worked with her arrived at the office. There was no sign of Cindy anywhere. Usually, if Cindy was leaving the office, she put the phones on hold. The phones were not placed on hold. The romance novel she was reading was on a specific page. In the scene of the book, the woman is abducted at knife point. This gave the lawyers an eerie feeling that something was wrong and they called in law enforcement. There was no sign of a struggle, no goodbye note, and no hint of where she could be. To this day, her social security number has not been used. She had a large amount of money in her bank account and it has never been touched. She was never seen or heard from again. Shortly after her disappearance, a call came into the police station and a woman was whispering. She tells the officer that she wants to remain anonymous. The woman proceeds to tell the police that Cynthia is being held in the basement of a white house. There are two houses owned by the same family side by side. She goes on to advise that the parents are out of town and their son is holding Cynthia hostage. The police pressed the woman for more information and the address of the house. The woman is scared to provide any information and she hangs up. Later, she called back. When pressed again for more information, she abruptly hung up. The police searched for the houses and it yielded nothing. No leads have ever been made and it remains a missing person case. Her family holds out hope that she is still alive.